Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl called Amy and you're so welcome to the Sunny Vibes Quads by Amy. Hashtag positive vibes, hashtag let your light shine. And as you have seen from the title below, today I will be doing my childhood horror stories. Some of them, not all, because I went through a lot when I was a child. And I'll be doing that while I do my makeup. But I have disclaimers, guys. First of all, don't mind the background noise. I'm home and I have the noisiest family ever, the noisiest. They can't just let me film. And yeah, that was the first disclaimer. The other disclaimer, what I wanted to tell you guys is that I'll be doing this while I do my makeup. So let's get started. I've already drawn my eyebrows and I want to conceal them. Guys, the story that I want to first start with, I think, is the most traumatizing thing that I've ever gone through as a child and maybe even as a grown-up. So this happened back when I was in class 6. I was very young. We used to live in a place called Kimbo, and I used to go to school in Wakairo. Actually, this is weird because I studied primary in Wakairo and now my university life I've been in Wakairo. So I used to go to school in Wakairo. It's another school. It used to be called, I don't know if it's still there, but it was called Achievers Academy. So when every Saturday, like I said, I was in class 6. Every Saturday we used to go for tuition. I used to live in a GSU camp. It is located in Kimbo. So I used to have a lot of friends there who would go to that school called Achievers. And like I said, every Saturday we used to go for tuition, and the school bus was not picking students on Saturdays. On Saturdays you had to find your own means to get to school. So my friends would come pass by our home and pick me up every Saturday. We were four of us, and we were just girls, by the way. And then we used to go, we would walk, okay? So this particular Saturday, we walked as usual. We reached Wakairo and we were still walking. And then we reached a place where a black, I don't know how to call cars actually. I don't know car names. But hi Fluffy, hi Mama, what you doing? Can you guys see my cat? She's here, she wants to climb the bed. Hi Mama. So this particular day, like I said, a black car came. It was black, it was a black small car, like a personal car, and it was black tinted. And then all of a sudden, it was driving slowly behind us, and then we felt, this is so weirdly creepy. So all of a sudden the car doors opened, and all I remember seeing is two men in black suits, and they had on black shades on their eyes. I know it seems like a movie, but that's all I remember seeing. They were coming towards us, and hey, I was like a baby child. Gosh, we just knew we were in trouble. The friends that were with me, they knew I'm a baby child. I don't know how to explain it. I used to act like a last born. So they held my hand and we started running, because like I said, I was like a baby child. I didn't even know how to run by myself. I didn't have mbio. So they held my hand. Two of them held my hand from each side, and then we started running, and they started following us while running, guys. I don't know. And then we started screaming. I remember I was crying, okay? So they were running after us, and then we were screaming, help, help, tusaidieni. And then by the grace of God, two passerbys were passing by, a man and a woman and another man. There were 3. So when they saw those people, when the people in black saw those people, They returned to the vehicle, shut it, and then it overturned and went back to the other direction. And then I remember the woman asking us, "Kai, are you okay? Mko sawa?" And me, I was just crying, like literally crying. Hey? Because in my mind, I was imagining, what if my friends were not there to hold my hands? Or what if, like, they couldn't, like, if they caught up to us, what if passerbys weren't going to be passing by and then they caught up to us, where would we have been right now? Kwa sababu tungekuwa tu kwa boot and then we would have been kidnapped. And I was thinking of the worst scenarios. We will go to a place where they take our kidneys, they would kill us and take our kidneys, or we'll be sold into sexual slavery, human trafficked. Anyway, I was just thinking of the worst situations, guys. Maybe it's just God. Hey, and then I went home. I told my parents that story. I didn't even have the strength to go to school. I just went home crying. Told my parents. We were all like, "Hey, it's God." Because me, till date, I still imagine what would have happened to me if they caught us. Would have been really kidnapped. And I was reading that book of Brave Kalendi then, those days. And then I thought, see, this is just a storybook. When it can happen in real life. This other ordeal happened to me when I was in class 5. Not 5 necessarily. I was in class 3 or 4, but not 5. Back then, guys, we used to live in Embu. My mom was a teacher in a high school that was in Embu. So me and my small sister and my mom used to live in Embu. Did I have my small sister back then? I don't even remember. This particular, I don't remember if we used to have my small sister. All I remember is that, but I think we didn't have her back then. So we used to live in Embu. So I'm not sure which class I was in. Maybe class 2. So I was in class 2 and we used to live in a single room with my mom. It's so weird because the house was separated by curtains, by kitambas, the bedroom area where the bed is, there was a curtain separating it from the kitchen. I don't know if I can find a picture. Maybe I can find a picture and I'll just insert it here. Hey, we've come from far, I'm telling you guys. Hey, a single room. Where? Okay, so we used to live in these single rooms. Those ones that are just ziko kwa ploti tu. And hata si za ghorofa, like ziko tu kwa ploti. And then the houses with mabatis. And then the doors are very those doors were very nizile za chuma, very hard. Okay, so this particular day I was going to school. My mom was also going to teach in her school job, so we were getting ready per usual. So we finished and we go outside and we're about to go to school. And tell me why I rest my fingers. So you know how the door is, kabla ufunge mlango, there is this side for closing the door, and then there is this side where like the hinges are. So I rested my fingers on those hinges. And then our door was very I know you have seen where the story goes. Our door was very terrible. Like, hey, you had to force it shut. The caretaker hadn't even like tengeneza it, so you had to force it shut. So my mom had finished my mom had finished everything, and she was closing the door. She decided to close the door. She forced it kama kawaida as per usual. She forced it locked. My fingers, my 2 fingers, this one and this one, and this one, okay, like I had rested all my 4 fingers like this, okay? So the door hit all my fingers, but iliumiza sana these two, especially this one. They were throbbing, I'm telling you. They were throbbing. My head started aching. I just remember screaming. You would have thought that I had been bitten by a snake. It was so painful. It was so painful. I found myself screaming, okay? So my mom was like, oh, and then we tried to open the door. And then I just thought for a minute there that my fingers have been cut off. Hey. So my mom like opened, blood was oozing out, my head was aching. She got me some Panadols. And remember, she was working, she was a working teacher. She couldn't just leave her place of work without permission. So she told me, since I couldn't stay home alone, so she bandaged me with a bandage that we had bought, I guess for 5 shillings, but blood was still coming out. And then she told me to like go to school. She'll be coming to pick me up. So I went to school. And then even the teachers saw it. The first class we had was science. I hadn't done the assignment. That was a plus for me. The teacher saw me and he was like, I won't even check your books. You don't look well. Just go outside and order some jua. And then when I stepped outside, I saw my mom coming to pick me up to take me to hospital. I can't remember the rest, so I don't even remember if I was injected or not. The other scenario, there is a point in time when I was very sick and then I healed, and so the doctor that had healed me was like a family friend, and his wife was also like, his wife and children were also like our family friends. So they were like, Aish, si Naisi amepona, Naisi has healed, let's go and celebrate. So they told my mom abruptly, we should go to a carnival place in Thika. So you people just prepare, we are coming to pick you up. So I prepared, I dressed, I had one set outfit, a top that matched its trouser. It's like a tracksuit, but not really a tracksuit, but it was sportswear. So I wore it. It was around 7-ish. They came and picked us up, and we went to Thika, and we got there, guys. It was like a carnival. It was night time. We ate nyama choma. Eish, I remember. We ate like a lot of nyama choma that day. Okay, so after eating, it was around 8-ish there, 9-ish. Things were happening at the carnival. I was just there sitting with my mom, and then all of a sudden I felt like going to pee. So I told my mama, I want to go to the toilet. So my mom was like, okay, stand there, we go together, and wait for a few seconds, I'm coming with you. But in my mind I was like, Aishmi, I'm so pressed, so I'm going to go alone. So I started going because I saw one of the people we were there with had gone to the washrooms and had seen the direction she had used. Okay, so me and my small child mind, I was like, let me go. So I went to the washrooms, I did my thing, and then I was coming back, and then tell me why I can't find the place we were seated at. I can't see my mom, I can't see anyone else we were there with. So I was like, it has happened, I am lost. Then I saw everything like a blur. Okay, people were there, many people were there, people were enjoying, eating nyama chomas, singing, dancing, and then I was just there like looking around, and it's just strange faces people I've never seen before, and I just got an anxiety attack. I started crying, calling mom, 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 mom. In my head I knew me, I'm lost forever. I don't even know my mom's number. I was small. So I started crying. And then, you know, in carnivals where there are those people who are standing on tall trees, one of them came towards me. I'm a small child, I'm very scared, and he was seeing me crying, so he was coming towards me, maybe to console me, I don't know. But I was very scared. Okay, so I started crying. I knew it's the end of me. I'll never see my mom again and my dad. What is going to happen? Maybe they've already left. So I started crying, and then I just remember saying, okay, God, please help me find my mom. I'll be a good girl. I will be obedient, and I'll be very good. And when I finished saying that, I just had a pat on my back, and it was my mom. She was looking for me, and she had seen me. I hugged her. I hugged her, knowing that I had like 10 minutes of thinking that I am lost forever. Where? Those were like one of the worst 10 minutes of my life, because you're just there knowing that you're lost. Hey. So I have done like my eyes. And my lips. So guys, this is like the final story time. This also happened when I was young and I was with my sister. That day, my young sister, the one who is in high school, she was small back then, okay? So that day she was sick. She was very sick. And then her head was aching, she had malaria. So she was not feeling well. My sister has this thing of disappearing on us. I don't know, she's very quiet. You can't even she's the quiet one. At least she was when she was younger. So this particular day, she was sick, like I said. I went out to play. I came back home. I couldn't find my sister. I went to check her in the bedroom. I couldn't find her. It was around 7ish. So my mom came. She was like, where's your sister? Hey. My mom had gone to the shops. I was like, I can't find her. So, like I said, we were living in a GSU camp. So I decided to go look for her. I remember we left the house and we were going, and tears were in my eyes because I was like, where is my baby sister? She was so small, guys. She wasn't the type to go outside her alone. So, of course, terrible thoughts were on my mind. Something bad has happened to her. She's been kidnapped. She went out. She was sick. She was sick. She fainted. No one helped her. Okay. So we were looking for her. We looked. From around 6ish until 8:30. We hadn't found her. My mom was like, let's go back home. We tell your father so that other neighbors can come and help us, plus your father, right? We went home. So my mom was about to call my father. I decided to go to the bedroom and get a sweater. And then I got there, and tell me why, I see my sister crawl from under the bed. And she was feeling so hot, she decided to go and sleep under the bed, and she was scared when she slept on top, she would be gotten by ghosts. So she went under the bed. My sister was under the bed all that time. We were searching for her. Weird. But anyway, guys, my makeup is done. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. Like I said, I'm in a hurry, that's why I've done them quickly. But if you want part 2, you can just like this video and I'll tell you more stories. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.